Just people have been asking for like prison stories and shit. What I've got, well, here's a good one. It's a true story, this. Real, honestly, true story. Right, I ended up in this jail, Yorkshire ways, and this guy come in. Everybody thought he was fat for drugs, for weed and everything else in gear. Right, so people was getting it off him and smoking it. Anyway, it turns out this guy smoked his own poo. Everyone was smoking poo, real poo. He used to mix his poo with, because he thought it had loads of drugs in from what he had outside. So he mixed his poo with Weetabix, eggshells for some reason, and tobacco, made it into like a bar, like an ounce of weed, poo, and put it on his, next to his cellar to dry. True story. And what he'd do is he'd burn it off the block and have pipes and make spliffs with it. And people was actually smoking it, thinking it was real. And it was true, this. And anyway, one day security went in his cell and he had 2 of these blocks of shit next to his TV drying out, and he took it. And this guy come out and he was begging the people who was on meds who had just come in off the street for their poo, because he believed that if he smokes his own shit in that way he did, then he would get high. And when he was pulled on it, he was hanging, a rotten looking thing. And when he was pulled on it, he'd say that, well, at least I'm getting stoned and none of yous aren't. But I know a couple of lads who actually got some of it off him and smoked it, honestly. And I ripped them for the next year or so when I was in there. But yeah, it's true, this guy smokes his own poo. And he actually, and you know what, as weird as it is, he sealed his Rizla of his smoke when he smokes. He's made his spliffs with his sperm. Don't ask me why. He wouldn't let any of his body fluids out of his body because he believed that the drugs would still go through his body, and, you know, it was constant. So, yeah, he mixed it with eggshell for some reason. Must have made it smoke better or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's the true story about the guy who smoked his own poo. Have a nice day, guys.